My ex-girlfriend wants my forgiveness 5 years after cheating on me. Here's an update post, which IDK if it's allowed on this subreddit, but from what I read in the rules, I think it's allowed. Life has been a roller coaster lately, and I figured it's time for a bit of a late update. I'll include the original post too, in case anyone doesn't know anything. Also, I've left a couple of details. If you want to know any, just comment, and I'll reply with more in-depth information. I'm seriously lost here, and I genuinely need some unbiased advice, help. Now, this happened a couple years ago, obviously. We had a little fight when we were 23. We had been dating since high school, moved in together for college. When we had our fight, it was because she was acting off. When I'd ask her what's wrong, she kept brushing me off. I guess I got a little too worried for her and got invasive of her personal space. Because she ended up arguing with me, I ended up booking a hotel for a week to give her some space in the home I had paid for. When I came back, I saw a pendant of a crucifix in my bedroom's countertop. When I asked her, "Who's this?" she simply claimed it was hers. But when I saw through the lie, she broke down and gave me the harsh truth, that she had just cheated. I was heartbroken. She claimed she still loved me, and gave me a whole bunch of talk which did seem convincing, but I broke up with her anyways. Now 5 years later, she comes back to me and says she still loved me, and she's always loved me. She's also been claiming that cheating was her worst mistake ever, but from the look in her eyes and her tone, it felt genuine. I'm really conflicted right now. I've loved her for forever. I never really stopped, and seeing a chance back might make me blind and just choose to have her back. I really don't want my heart taking this decision. We've both dated nobody since. I've known I didn't. She claims she didn't. Who knows? I need help. Do cheaters even deserve forgiveness? Update. I called her after everyone told me it's best we ask for information, and so I've rung her up to meet at a place we both agreed on. We ended up meeting at a restaurant as we had agreed upon. As expected, she went back to apologizing mode, but then I wasn't going to let her off the hook, and I had asked her for everything I asked about why she was off before I had given her a break. She said she's had a feeling that we're no longer clicking as we used to, which was sort of true, and that she wanted to do something to lighten up our relationship before it might have been too late. She felt the spark was gone and felt an urge to do something, therefore explaining her sudden shift in attitude and mood. I asked her about the cheating buildup and who the guy was. She says she went out with a certain friend I already know. We'll call her R. Now, I always knew R liked to act like a whore. She's the kind of woman you'd hook up with and find her gone by the next morning like some Batman shit. But still, my ex's friend. She said after our argument, she called up R to rant about our argument. It was a Friday night, and R just recommended she drinks her worries away and hit up some bar. They did just that. Once they got too drunk, apparently R just started flirting around, and that gathered attention to her and her clique, which is my girlfriend. Before she knew it, she continued drinking with some other guy while she wasn't sober, and she ended up spending the night at my house with some other guy. She claimed she got furious and heartbroken to pieces, to the point she kicked the guy out immediately, thus explaining the pendant that magically remained after she cheated. She also claimed that she blocked and ghosted R on everything right away, which I can personally confirm because I have not seen my ex and R together in a very, very, very long time. I asked her after, has she really been single all this time? She confessed that she had tried to find replacements in which she did not get sexual with at all, but these replacements were never good enough. I asked her, how is that possible for the past 5 years? She stated she just tossed aside her sexual and romantic needs and focused more into her work so that she can just let go of whatever she felt. I asked her, how is that possible? To be single in her 20s for so long? She said she had hoped the opportunity to take me back would come, but it never did. She realized the only way to rekindle our relationship is by her own efforts. She said she noticed I'd never come back on my own. She proceeded to ask me the same questions about my relationships, which I had similar responses to. When we wrapped up dinner and I got to leave, she held my wrist and just begged me to think about it. And if I don't want her back, she asked that I just don't hate her. She said she'll love me no matter what. Now I'm seriously confused. I'm starting to think dying alone is best option here.